it with a lumbar extension. I'm showing you an exaggerated movement. Movement इतना exaggerated नहीं होता. It's a very tiny movement happening in your lumbar spine, but it does happen. So that is your compensation of movement, because you're trying to overload your muscles, or you're trying to perform a movement because of any kind of restriction. Similarly, like we talk about a kyphotic spine, my thoracic kyphosis, मुझे thoracic kyphosis है, and I am required to lift something and keep it upper. Now, because of my thoracic kyphosis, my shoulder range of motion is restricted. I cannot move my shoulder through a complete range of motion. So when I am required to keep something overhead, okay, and my shoulder range is not complete, I'm going to excessively use rotation extension in my lumbar.
एक सेकंड एल्फिया,
yeah,
थोड़ा स्क्रीन से आप पीछे हो जाओ, वो मूवमेंट ना पूरा क्लियरली दिख नहीं रहा. So what you're trying to achieve ना, वो समझ नहीं आएगा.
Okay, fine. So let me just come up here. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. So say for example, I have a kyphotic spine. Okay, my spine is kyphotic. So when I'm trying to do my shoulder range is somewhere incomplete. But okay, I got accustomed to this kind of shoulder movement and I'm okay with that. But now when I'm trying to perform functional activity in this kind of posture where my shoulder movement is restricted, also I have painful spine or kyphotic spine, and I'm say trying to pick up one dabba and trying to keep it on the upper loft. So I'm doing this movement, like a chopping movement. Okay? So my chopping movement is disturbed, and what I'm doing is I'm doing this and I'm doing a rotation extension and back. Again, I'm showing you a little exaggerated. मतलब इतना ज़्यादा movement नहीं दिखता है. It's always a minute compensation that happens, but it happens in this way. It's here. Okay?
Yeah.
So all of these are your compensatory movements. So when your actual function or actual movement is hampered due to restriction, structural restriction है, functional restriction है, any pathology है, any pain है, any mechanical or non-specific or pathological pain है, with any kind of these movements, our body does not stop functioning. The body is still functioning, but with compensation. And this is your underline कि ये compensatory movements, जब आप repetitive compensatory movements आपके body के ऊपर demand करते हो for execution, ठीक है? These lead into any kind of chronic pain, ठीक है? Chronic pain है या recurrent pain. So this kind of pains don't go, they recur. So a patient comes with you with backache, okay, and the backache is only when he's standing for long hours. Okay, but that is because he is not using his muscles correctly. His standing is not, his stabilizers are not functioning correctly, and therefore he's putting an undue load on either a particular muscle or a particular joint. Okay, and that's why he's landing into any kind of chronic or recurrent pain. So that's why movement, like जो ये हमारा topic का emphasis था, that why movement is important in any kind of rehab or any kind of pain relief. That is, you have to train your clients or you have to train your patients after you have completed your physiotherapy, after with using your manual therapy, electrotherapy, using all the available modalities that you have. Eventually, you have to put a patient on a functional rehab, and you have to train a patient on recruiting or executing his movement correctly, or else he's going to come back to you with either a recurrence of pain, or that recurrent pain, if ignored in time, is going to land up into a chronic pain. Okay? So yes. So let me just now read through it, because that's what I just meant. In the series of muscle firing, core muscles are activated for truncal and limb stability. That is what I just explained. Okay? The small motor units and muscle spindles present in the stabilizers gauge the tension in the muscles and help in feed forward and feedback mechanisms. That should be clear, right? Okay. So similarly, the fascia, okay, it has Pacinian corpuscles and Ruffini endings on their surface that gauge the mechanical pressures during the movement and inhibit excessive strain and stress. Okay. And the second thing is that if your fascia is stiff through its course, अपने course में कहीं भी at any angle or at any level, if the fascia is stiff, it is going to affect the quality of movement and also your posture. So this is the final statement that how one moves or the quality of movement is most decisive for any kind of chronic or recurrent injuries. Okay. Now the next slide is that I have copied from my mentor, that please, the therapists are working extremely hard for treating patients, but they are just a little more change or little more, perspective to the rehab can change a lot of picture. Okay, thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Alfia. Now I would request, if you have any doubts, any queries, you can please ask your questions in the chat box, and I will be taking up those questions to Dr. Alfia.
On the chat box.
And I would also like to thank Dr. Alfia and Dr. Mukesh Vyas in person, because this lecture was the brainchild of Dr. Mukesh Vyas, because he suggested कि Dr. Alfia के साथ उन्होंने काम किया है and she knows her concepts very well. So he's the one who recommended Dr. Alfia's name. So I would like to thank both Dr. Alfia and Dr. Mukesh Vyas.
लॉकडाउन अंधाधुंध फिल्में देख रहे हो दिन में, अभी रात में
Any questions? I'm not seeing any questions actually. Even if you have any doubts, anything you want to ask, you can always put up your questions. I will definitely put those questions forward to Dr. Alfia and she can maybe answer them later.
There is a question, Dr. Prerna.
Yes, ma'am, please.
So if you can.
So if we are treating patients with low back pain due to spine degeneration, will core exercises help?
Okay, so that was coming from, I'm sorry, I just
that is Dr. Aarti Prasad.
Yes, so Dr. Aarti, yes, definitely, like I explained, that any kind of wear and tear or degeneration in your spine, वो कब होता है और कैसे होता है? When, according to theory or according to your books, your spine, your body or your bones can carry 740 kilonewtons of weight. ठीक है, इतना वेट आपका बॉडी केपेबल है वेट कैरी करने के लिए, बट फिर भी हम लोग वेयर एंड टेयर क्यों हो जाता है पेशेंट्स को व्हेन यू आर नॉट यूजिंग योर बॉडी करेक्टली. ठीक है, सो से योर कोर मसल्स और योर स्टेबिलाइजर मसल्स आर नॉट doing their activity correctly, and because of that जो load so there is load falling that goes down into the हमारा body weight नीचे ground पे जाता है, and then you have an equal and opposite load coming back on you. Okay, so you have, say if your patient is 65 kgs, so you have 65 kgs that goes down in the ground and 65 kgs जो ground से वापस ऊपर आ रहा है. So actually your spine or your vertebral column is at one time transferring 130 kgs up and down. इस 130 kgs के अंदर if your muscles are not, if your core muscles are not working correctly, so if it's not holding your neutral position, so this is my neutral position, ठीक है, and I have weak abs, so I have lost my pelvis into an ASIS. ठीक है, anterior tilt, sorry not ASIS, anterior tilt में मेरा pelvis drop हो जाता है, and then I have excessive loading on my spine. ठीक है, that loading will actually cause wear and tear. Okay, if I am able to, if my core muscles are strong enough and they have a very good control, ठीक है, and if they are able to hold my posture well, ठीक है, and with वो posture maintain करके if I am doing any kind of activity, मेरा wear and tear होने का chances बहुत कम होता है. So that answers your question that when you have any kind of spinal degenerative changes, it's only because either of your stabilizers, your deep or your dynamic stabilizers, either or कहीं ना कहीं ठीक से काम नहीं कर रहे, due to which that segment is mechanically overloaded, and that's how you have wear and tear. So if you are going to work on those muscles, and if the mechanical loading, is corrected, आपका pain and wear and tear progress भी आप control कर सकते हो उससे.
Okay. Ma'am, next question is, can you highlight some of the facial releasing techniques or anything that releases the fascia?
So that is so most important for facial releasing is okay, drinking and eating a good diet, of course. Okay, then you have these celiac mobilization. So you're doing any kind of soft tissue techniques. You are releasing, you're kneading, you're doing this cross friction. So if it's only at a tendinous level, or if it's only at a particular level, or if you're using ultrasound, okay, all of these different techniques. What else you can use? Celiac mobilizations you can use, okay, for facial correction. Yoga is now these days, yoga is coming up as a very important feature in treating facial pains. So say if I have a thoracolumbar facial pain, and because of which I have a long sitting job and I have affected my thoracolumbar fascia, then cat and camel exercises, the mountain pose, the planks, all of these exercises have proved to give very beneficial results in any kind of facial relieving technique. So you cannot stretch your fascia because it has less elastin fibers and more of collagen fibers. So imagine that you want to break a collagen. So आप collagen कैसे break करोगे? So you can use anything and everything to do that. So you can people even use ice packs and massage with ice packs to break that link, the fibrosis. You can do it with your own hand and do it. People use ultrasound. You can use different massage techniques. Anything can be used to treat your fascia.
Okay. Ma'am, somebody is asking, can I have some good articles, any books which we can refer to read further?
But on which topic?
On fascia, core concepts and everything.
So there are actually many books, but the one, probably you will find an ebook, or I think. So on core, there is not one single book that you can refer to.
Of course. But can you share something, some links, anything like that?
I will do that. I will share a few links with Dr. Prerak, and then you can forward it to them.
Okay. Ma'am, we have one more question. Is using fascia releasing tools or techniques more effective in practice? Do they really work?
Yes, they do, but then the pain has to be a facial pain. So if you're treating a fascia and you know that it's a facial pain and you're treating a fascia, they definitely work. But if it's not a fascia and you're just unnecessarily, giving glides on your tendon, you're going to injure your tendon further if your tendon is stiff. So, okay. So you have to be sure that it is a facial issue and it is a facial pain. And then if you're using these facial releasing techniques, they really work.
Ma'am, do pain follow? Yeah, please.
सर एक्चुअली मुझे क्वेश्चन है और कंफ्यूजन भी है थोड़ा सा.
बोलिए.
मैम ने एक्चुअली दो चीजें बता दिया. एक फेशियल चेन एंड सेकंड वन कोर स्टेबिलिटी, कोर मसल्स.
हाँ, फेशियल चेन. I'm sorry. We've lost
I suppose he means myofascial lines, I suppose.
So the myofascial lines, like हमने एक previous slide बताई थी. So you have spiral line, you have a superficial back line, you have a superficial front line, and you have a deep front line. You have functional lines, you have lateral lines. So आपका body आप जितने dimensions में, in your sagittal plane, in your coronal plane, and in your transverse plane, आप अपने body के जितने planes में अपने body को divide करते हो, and जितने lines you can form, all the lines are covered with fascia, because your entire body is covered with fascia. Okay, so you have front line, you have a deep front line and a superficial front line, you have a superficial back line, you have spiral lines, you have lateral lines, you have functional lines also, you have only arm lines, so that is connecting your one arm to the other arm, you have your leg lines that connect one leg, and then they form a neuronal pool in your back, and then they connect the other leg. So it's a back line and arm line. So that's how fascia is connecting all the muscles of the body.
Okay.
And core के बारे में आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे?
Yeah. So मुझे एक्चुअली कंफ्यूजन ये हुआ कि आप कोर के बारे में आपको क्या कहना है? कोर एंड ये स्पाइरल लाइन या
नहीं, so they are
posterior
different. Okay, core are your muscles and your fascia are a connective tissue covering the muscles.
हाँ, but
And
so my question is that कि stabilizing ये इनको आपको कहना है. तो आज के
so
टॉपिक
sorry,
में जो
please
आपने
come again.
बता दिया
आपका voice ना थोड़ा
fascia
crack हो गया.
and core muscle.
हाँ,
हेलो
हाँ,
मैम,
हाँ,
फेसिया
वापस-
और कोर आज के सेशन में या आज के इसमें आपने कोर मसल्स और फेसिया क्यों लिया?
क्यों लिया?
मींस
Because
कनेक्शन
actually
नहीं समझ में.
अच्छा, क्योंकि वो जो दोनों चीज है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एट्रीब्यूट है फॉर मूवमेंट. हमारा मेन टॉपिक है कि मूवमेंट, क्योंकि हम लोग क्या फोकस करना चाहते हैं कि अगर मूवमेंट कैसे होता है ब्रेन में, उसका कैसा एक इमेज बनता है, उसका एग्जीक्यूशन कैसे होता है, ठीक है, मूवमेंट का. एंड अगर आप मूवमेंट ठीक से नहीं कर रहे हो तो आपको क्रॉनिक एंड रिकरेंट पेन्स होते रहते हैं, ठीक है. लेकिन ये क्रॉनिक एंड रिकरेंट पेन्स को ट्रीट करने के लिए, मूवमेंट समझने के लिए, ये दो कोर एंड फेशिया, ये दो मेन चीजें हैं जो मूवमेंट को ट्रेन करने के लिए या मूवमेंट का अगर मूवमेंट ठीक से नहीं हो रहा है उसको समझने के लिए ये दो कॉन्सेप्ट्स है सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होते हैं, इसलिए हमने इसको कवर किया है.
ओके, थैंक यू.
Yeah. Any other questions? Any other doubts? There is one more question, ma'am. Does pain follow myofascial lines?
No, there
Okay.
can be referred pain, but it will not always follow a myofascial line. Not necessarily always follow that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Now we'll take the last question for today. And I think we have already discussed that question. Using fascia releasing tools more effective in practice. I think you have already answered that. So I think we are done for the day. And agar koi aur questions, if anybody wants to ask any other question, any other doubts, definitely Dr. Elfia will be sharing all the tools, whatever links and books she has, whatever is possible for her to share with me. And I will definitely share it with everyone. So if you don't have any doubts, any queries, anything you want to
I
ask,
have a little doubt, sir.
please.
Can you hear?
Yes, sir, please.
If the pain in the core, so what to release, the core muscle or the fascia?
So you will never have a pain in the core. Okay?
Okay.
Whenever you have pain, your core will inhibit. Okay, it's a protective mechanism of the body जिसके अंदर जो आपके stability muscles होते हैं वो inhibit कर जाते हैं. They go into a process that is called as protective guarding. Okay, so I'm not talking about the local stabilizers now. The local stabilizers at most इसके अंदर उनके अंदर pain का ये होता नहीं. You never have pain in your deep core muscles. Like you don't have a transverse abdominis pain. Okay, but yes, whenever you have any kind of pain in any kind of superficial structures, अगर आपको back में pain हो गया, ठीक है, so your stabilizers will go into a phase of inhibition. Okay, and your mobilizers will get overactive. So your duty is to activate your stabilizers and to relax your mobilizers.
Relax your move, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Any other questions? Any other doubts? Okay, so Dr. Elfia, it was very nice of you. Thank you for your time. आपने इतना time निकाला हम सब के लिए, अपने colleagues के लिए. So it was a very informative lecture, and definitely I'm sure a lot of people will have their concepts, cleared also, and will learn new concepts also. So it was
I hope so
very,
too.
very kind of you to spare your time and your expertise. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be on this talk.
Yeah, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
पहले संभालना